So I'm here with Meredith from the Denville Animal Shelter. She's an animal control officer also, and lovely, sweet little itty bitty. Meredith, a lot of people always ask me about becoming an animal control officer. I have listeners who are like, oh, Terrie, I hear on Rock and Ruff a lot that you have animal control officers that work for shelters, you and Sonny, of course. And people want to know about the job. So I thought, you know what? Who better to ask than somebody who kind of heads up animal control. Now, do you head it up for most of Morris County? What area is your area?
Actually, it's just Denville. I am the director for the Morris County Animal Response Team.
There you go.
And I've taught the animal control certification course up at County College. It's an extremely rewarding career. No, we do not kill animals. It doesn't happen. That's old school. You're actually doing more rescue than anything else. Animal control encompasses a lot. It's not just dogs. It's not just cats. We do a lot of wildlife education. We handle reptiles. We handle exotic animals. It encompasses just about every aspect of animal in a community. So the biggest part of it is education, and educating the people on the proper laws and regulations in regards to taking care of your pets. And ultimately, our goal would be not to have a job because we've educated people so well.
Yes. We always say that about animal rescue, until all the cages are empty and we don't have to do it anymore. So on a typical day, I'm not going to ask you for many, give me like 2 potential calls that you may get where sometimes I've been with Meredith and she's like, listen, I love having you here visiting the shelter pups, but there's a bear and I've got to go. So give me like just a couple of examples of how you would have to be like, listen, Tara, I got to leave right now.
Yesterday, typical day, my first call was a bear between St. Clair's Hospital and a senior citizen complex. And I just go over and babysit, chasing him out of the area if he needs to be chased. And, again, educate people why he's there and how we can prevent him from being there. Last night I had a call out at 9:30 at night about a bat in a house. And bats are wonderful animals. However, if they're in a home and you're sleeping, you don't know whether you've been bitten by a bat or not. The state of New Jersey requires us to go out and get that bat and have it tested for rabies because you just don't know.
So the calls can come in fast and furious at any time. You can have a slow day, and then you can have a day where it never stops, where animal control and rescue never stops. Talk to me a little bit about the shelter, too, and how you guys operate at the Denville Animal Shelter, which is just a great place. We have many people here. Me, Valerie, Mike Bufus have all adopted from Denville Animal Shelter. Talk to me about operating a shelter.
Well, operating a shelter is interesting because you have to have support from the township you're working in. If you don't have that support, you're not going to run a good shelter. So between the community and the municipality, the police department, the mayor and council, if I didn't have support from them, it wouldn't be a working situation. They provide me with what I need when I need it. I don't have to ask twice in Denville. We have the philosophy of having compassion for all animals, and we're willing to carry that compassion as long as it needs to be until we find the proper home for that animal. We don't tend to get overcrowded, thank goodness, like most of the shelters in New Jersey. We limit ourselves to the animals locally, and if we do have an opportunity to bring other animals in, then we'll do so with hoarding situations or out of state if need be.
Rosie came from a hoarding situation, and you've had multiple at the shelter as well. So if someone is interested in becoming an animal control officer, is there a certain age bracket? Do you have to have a certain level of education? Like, what's the best advice you would give someone if they want to get into this rewarding career that you are in as an ACO?
You have to be able to commit yourself. 18 years and older, you can become certified. There are courses you're taking now. It's mostly Zoom online courses. So you can do that. As a matter of fact, I think there's one starting up this month or the end of the month. So it's a 40-hour course. You take that, and then you have to do right along with 2 separate animal control officers. If you're planning on doing it, you have to be able to commit to the hours that you're working. I work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
I know.
Why? Because I love it. I mean, that's I have a family, and I do tend to take care of them, but
And your own animals, by the way.
own animals. But it's a commitment, and if you're not going to do the job properly, I would advise you to find something else to do. It's the animals really have to come first.
Awesome. I love this woman. I've learned so much from her, and I wanted to educate some of you. So thank you so much for answering a couple of questions. And Itty Bitty, thank you so much too. Itty Bitty up for adoption. She's on WDHA's Rockin' Ruff. She's just a great dog. And the good thing about Itty Bitty, you never have to wonder what room of the house she's in, because you will know, because you will hear her. Thanks, Meredith.